If you know me personally, or even just well enough, you'll know that I have crushes on a lot of fictional characters. Like, a lot. Some are more subtle, but some are very intense. And today I'm going to be going over some of them. This isn't going to be going in any particular order of who I'm attracted the most to versus the least, just kind of whoever comes to mind first. Also, I should say this, all of my user handles on most of my social medias are Gaylactic Unicorn. I'm not actually gay, I'm omnisexual, which is the attraction to people of all genders, but with a preference. In my case, my preference is for women. So I do have a lot of male fictional crushes. With that out of the way, I shall go ahead and expose myself. I've talked about this first one a lot, but it's Vox. I'm gonna show this TikTok I made a while ago, and I think it will exemplify what I feel for Vox. Do you guys want to see my Vox collection? I'll start with my laptop. I have these two stickers that I got off of Redbubble. I don't remember the names of the sellers, and I'm so sorry. This Vox sticker, and this Vox sticker, which I actually designed. This Vox painting that I made, it took me like 3 days. This Vox nameplate thing that didn't really turn out as well as I hoped, but I still like it. This chibi heart Vox pin that I actually ordered like a few months ago and it was like $15. This Vox candy bracelet and this Vox candy beaded bracelet. This Vox sticker. This Vox sticker. And this Vox sticker. I have a problem. I also got the official Vox mug. It was crazy too, because those things sold out within like 3 hours. I saw that Spindle Horse had posted it on their Instagram story, so I instantly went and bought it, and then 3 hours later when I went to go check, it was gone. So I'm really lucky that I got that mug. And I don't know why, but things just taste better out of that mug. I mean, I've only had hot chocolate out of it, but that's not the point. Next is Valentino, and I want to specify that I don't condone any of his actions. He's a horrible person, but he's really sexy. Heck, even his voice actor is hot. I really hope Joel Perez doesn't see this. Don't get me wrong, he's a horrible Mothman. He's a Mothman!
Mothman!
Like I was saying, he's horrible, but I like him. I don't like his actions, but I like his physical appearance. And the hate for Valentino is totally understandable, and I totally understand if you don't like me because I like Valentino, but when it comes to the point that fans of Valentino are being harassed and even doxxed, that's when it goes a bit far. I'm sure anyone watching is sensible enough to not dox people no matter what, but I wanted to put that out there, that doxing anyone for any reason is not acceptable. Unless they're a pedophile or a zoophile. In that case, dox away. Please don't take that out of context. Next is Velvet. To me, it seems that most of the fandom has agreed that she's a woman-liker, and I definitely agree with that. I don't know if she's strictly a lesbian, or like bi, pan, heck, she might even be straight, but it's agreed upon by most of the fandom that she's a sapphic. By the way, if you didn't know, a sapphic is any non-male attracted to non-men. So even though I'm omnisexual and non-binary, I'm technically a sapphic. Also, she has what I consider to be one of the best songs in Has Been Hotel. And actually, I saw this TikTok that Sam Hatch made, and he's the composer for Has Been Hotel. I'm gonna let it play, and that's just another reason why I think she's cool.
You guys seem to like it when I make videos about behind the scenes of certain Has-Been songs and features of songs on the Has-Been soundtrack, which I co-wrote. So here's one about Respectless, a piece of Respectless that I've seen people talk about but not, like, analyze. So I've seen some people take that bit where Velvet's like, I'm that hashtag bitch, and I will do nothing less than what I please. I'm the backbone of the bees. Woo! So on. There are some people who are correctly pointing out that this is the type of sort of cringy social media influencer thing that feels very millennial. Velvet is a dead millennial influencer. That is perfectly on brand for her. We know it's a little corny. That's her era. That is true to style. What I haven't seen people catch is that it's also a double entendre. Yes, she is that hashtag bitch in like I'm hashtag that bitch, but it's also like she is that hashtag bitch. She is the bitch who's in control of all the hashtags. She decides what's trending and not as an overlord in charge of social media. She's that hashtag bitch. Anyway, I thought some of you would appreciate it.
If you hear children screaming, there's a pool next door to me, and right now there are children there causing all sorts of shenanigans and hijinkery. That's really all. I just think she's pretty. Carmilla Carmine, specifically with her hair down. I just realized that all the characters I've mentioned so far have been overlords. I have a type. And I mentioned this in my video about my top 10 favorite Has Been Hotel characters, but she has some of the best songs in the series, and they don't get enough love. Not to mention, she's talented as heck when it comes to dancing. Like, I couldn't even hope to be that agile. She's agile, graceful, and bad abs as heck. And I know it's kind of a stereotype that all, like, bad abs warrior women in media are lesbians, but I mean, I'm just saying. And I have seen that clip of James Monroe Iglehart, or is it Iglehart? Whatever. I've heard the voice of Zestiel say that it's gonna become canon that Carmilla and Zestiel will be dating. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if he was just saying it to be a silly goose. I don't know. But that don't mean she's not my waifu. Next is Lute. And one of the reasons why I like her, besides her being hot, is that she has a really pretty voice. Man, I have another type. Bad abs warrior women. I would like to cosplay as her one day. The only thing I don't like about her is that she's homophobic. At least, maybe. Like, she might be referring to, like, it's an angel and a demon, so that's why it's blasphemous, or that it's two women and that's blasphemous. But the way that Adam commented about it afterwards, it's making me think that it was because it was two women. But I can fix her, okay? I can fix her. Okay, I'm recording this on a separate day because I can't believe that I forgot to mention this, but another one of my fictional crushes is Verosika Mayday, and I know that that's pretty obvious, but I still wanted to bring it up. I just forgot to film it the first time. Verosika is hot, she's got a sexy voice, and she's pretty, and both of her forms, I already said that. Also, her color palette is just... She had a few other designs before she got the one that premiered in the show, and I just want to show them off because I think they're underrated and they're cool. But yeah. Glitz and Glam are the next fictional crushes. They've only appeared in one episode, but God, they're so iconic! Okay, my real type is for mean women. Like, what the heck? How come I didn't notice this? And their mirror shtick is cool. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. It's objectively cool, just like juggling. Also, I find it strange that they managed to be set on fire and were fine, but when they got crushed by a pillar, then they weren't fine. Maybe, I don't know. I've heard that they're gonna appear again. I don't know. But if they do appear again, then that means I get more pretty women. Beelzebub. I actually dressed up as her for Halloween, and I still have the ears somewhere. Here's a fun story about the wig. I brought it to school because we were making a student film about The Knight's Tale, and some guys, who were also in my class, ended up borrowing it, throwing it on the ground, stomping on it. So the wig is basically non-existent anymore, and I told him that he needs to pay me back or get me another wig. He has not done either. Even the teacher offered to take it home and fix it because she was the kid's mother. And at first I wanted to be like, no, it's okay. But then I was like, you know what? This wig cost me $80. I'm gonna get it fixed, or I'm getting a new wig, or I'm getting paid back. None of that has happened. But in my reaction video, you can see, like, the instant that I fell in love with her. She's iconic, and she's voiced by Kesha, which is incredible. If you're a longtime Vivian Madrano fan, you'll know that she made an animatic of Kesha's song Die Young, and that this whole episode was kind of an homage to that, especially with Kesha now voicing a Hellhound character that was based on the original Hellhound character from the animatic. Unfortunately, it was taken down, but that's how people kind of started to put together that maybe Kesha is going to be in a new episode, and that's why it's being delayed so much. And we ended up being right. I get a lot of, like, what is wrong with you for this one? But it's Chaz. He actually came to my city a while ago, and I wanted to go to a show, but we were, like, busy that day. So, sad times there. Eric Schwartz himself is really funny, but the fact that he voices a boy shark is just, like, where do people come up with this stuff? It is incredible. Also, his love song to Moxie is really underrated. He has some of what I think are the funniest moments in the series, and he's incredible, and I love him. This is off topic, but Eric Schwartz looks like that one guy in the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. I just wanted to bring that up. The last two actually aren't Helliverse characters. They're from Epithet Erased. It's Zora Salazar and Mara Salomon. I did dress up as Zora one year for Halloween, and the costume was really cringy and horrible, but somehow Don M. Bennett, who is the voice actor for Zora, liked all the videos of me cosplaying as her, so what time's there? If you look deep enough through my TikTok, then you'll probably find them, but I'm not going to show them here because they're really embarrassing and horrible. Zora was definitely one of my more intense crushes. It's kind of faded away now, but it's still there. Man, I really have a type for mean women. Also, Zora is also a woman liker, so... Hey. There was a stream a couple years ago, like a Halloween-themed Epithet Array stream, where a lot of the voice actors came on and they all did like a skit. And when Zora showed up in the skit, I went berserk. She is awesome, her voice actress is awesome, and I love Zora, and I love her voice actress. They're both amazing. Finally is Mara. I relate to her a lot because we both have weak bones. I actually have osteoporosis.
I have osteoporosis.
Which basically means that I have the bones of an old lady without being an old lady, and it sucks. That's really the only reason I relate to her, but also she's hot, and that's why I like her. But the scene in episode 4 where she is inside her room and she can't, like, play with the other kids outside because she's just too weak.
Honey, your mother and I are going out, okay?
Okay.
Stay in bed this time, okay? You're not well. You'll be healthy enough to play outside with the other kids soon, dear.
Okay.
Goodbye, sweetie.
Really hit close to home for me because I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things like riding mechanical bulls or jumping on a trampoline because I had a risk of breaking a bone. And I know that's possible even if you don't have osteoporosis, but it was just like the chances for me were higher than people who didn't have it at my age. And I got diagnosed when I was 7. And I've definitely gotten better, but I think I'm like still in the qualifications for that I have it, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but that doesn't matter. And yeah, those are a lot of my main ones. I have ones that are more like kind of like subtle, like a lot of background characters from shows, but they're not impactful enough for me to be like,
oh my goodness, dearie, you are very attractive.
what was that? But that has been this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, they'll be in the link in the description. And I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye.